Yo, 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 what's up? Frank Bay Live, Frank Bay Boxing, Lord Chilaquiles, Boxing will never leave you. You know we gotta cook, right? We gotta cook this Twinkie, this Twitter sin, right? Doing that weird shit already. Fraud main runner blueprint, green print already. You know they gonna hate Frank Bay says it, but let's go to the new look intro. Let's get cooking and talk some boxing. Let's add this to the stage first and let's get it.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay Boston talking boxing shit. Say you got an opinion, but you don't say it. Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. That's right, Frank motherfucking Bay. Frank Bay, Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. Frank Bay, Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. Ho.
Damn, my bad. Shit, I was on mute. Thank you, thank you. What a dummy. What a dumbass. Thank you, thank you. Damn, I'm already messing up. But Frank Bay, like I said, man, as I was saying, butt acting, weird, fighting with everybody. You were muted. I know, I'm a dummy, right? Dumbass. Frank Bay's a dumbass. I get too excited, you know? That's why, you know, when I'm with the chick, you got to keep it slow mo. Slow mo. Black dudes on critting are crying. Yeah, that's what we're gonna cook on, man. I was saying you know, we got no boxing this weekend. There's no big fights. It's slow, but next week is Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia. Are you guys juiced for that? Is that a fight you're looking forward to? You know, do you guys like Ryan Garcia? Do you want to see the real Mexican Mario Barrios win? You know, they call Ryan a clown, a sellout. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. Too many Chilaquiles, is that what you're saying? You know, Mario Barrios, he represents the Tejanos. Sup, players, sup, Paulo, hit the like. Yes, sir, you're looking forward to it, huh? So they're pitting the fake Mexican, Ryan Garcia. You know, he was jump dancing, you know, shooking and jiving for Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump. I'm more excited to see Duarte Spark Hitchens. Yes, they have a Andy Hiroka, Gary Russell. It's a good card, you know. It's good boxing, you know. But a lot, you know, Ryan doesn't have any fans, you know, they hate on him. And Mario Barrios, you know, but he doesn't really represent Mexico either. He's more for the Tejanos, you know, like with they represent different, right? And he wears the little feather cap with the cowboy, you know, but he talks like a skater dude, you know. Black dudes on Twitter hoping Thurman wins against Fedora. Yeah. You know, Ryan. Yeah. So next week will be cracking. You know, next week we're gonna get it litty. You know, But right now it's kind of slow. So in the news is the Shakur Twitterson. Everybody, he's a Timu Aztec. Yeah. But then I don't know. He has the like skater dude voice. He's like, hey bros, let's go Texas. He's not all Aslaned out and down by la raza. You know what I'm saying? Neither is Ryan. But I mean, they're both Mexican heritage. They don't really rep it like that. There's only one left, Canelo Alvarez. That represents for Mexican boxing. Vija Mexico. All that shit. Blessed, highly favored. So and then Ryan has all the haters. He's a racist and shit like that. Bam and Virgil, more Tejanos don't get love from raza. It's all about how you rep, though. Look, man, if you're not Mexican and you don't want to rep it, that's fine. But you're kind of missing out on the bigger picture, right? You're missing out on the biggest fan base in boxing, and I think the data shows that the audience for Frank Bay is mixed, though. Do you believe it or not? It's mixed. There's a lot of Asians. There's views from Asian countries. We got the UK. I know Mr. BDA has a lot of UK people. They're kind of mad. Figured out went over there and upset their guy. But yeah, Barrios Tex-Mex versus Ryan California Mex food. Yeah. I mean, they don't rep. They don't rep for the culture. But that's fine. It is what it is. It's still a decent fight. Brandon Rodriguez 100% raza and reps it well. No, we'll have to wait and see who the next one. Even Virgil, he really doesn't rep it like that. I think these newer guys, they want to embrace more the American. Like look at what Zuffa's happening. I'm looking forward to Jai Patai, Brandon Gladden. Yes, and that will be for the Zuffa belt. Africans for Frank Bay growing too. Yeah, I get accused. I mean, they say I'm cosplaying, that I am FBA, from the Bay Area. I'm just pretending to like Mexican fighters, Latino fighters for the fan base. People get accused of that. But we're really cooking about Shakur Twitterson, okay? There's this whole thing. I get it. He was stripped. Everybody feels sorry for him, but it gets deeper. It gets deeper than just the boxing politics. It really goes to the coddling of this Shakur Twitterson fan base, right? The protection plan. Mexican boxing, provide that list, please. Yeah. He gave me that. He gave me the list the other day, but Virgil Ortiz had the Mayan calendar on his shorts against Bohachuk. Yeah, but he plays like the guitar. He doesn't really, wear the flag like that. Look, man, I just think they try to play both sides, rather than go all in like Canelo Alvarez, Julio Cesar Chavez. Even Oscar De La Hoya really embraced it, but he was from East Los. He's from Los Angeles. I thought Frank Bay was FBA, to be honest. Yes. I mean, you don't know. I'm anonymous. I'm just a voice on the mic. I could be, right? You never know. But look, man, I grew up on De La Hoya, Chavez. That's what my uncles, introduced me to. That's real boxing to me. I was not a fan of the fraud main runner style. Just wasn't. I'm not a fan of back foot bitching. Dana already violating the Ali Act. Siha Rahman, I think that's Telk. It's long, dude. Well, you can drop it slowly. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what it's saying. Hey, and even Dorote, he gets a shot, right? At the belt. Figueroa holding it down for Mexican boxing after last Saturday. Yeah, and he's kind of like a pretty boy. He don't rep it like that. Look, man, the days of repping something extremely hard is over, because we're in a global sport now. You kind of have to be politically correct and you have to say the right things. Canelo's probably the last one, right? That's really gonna do it. Marcos Vera is fighting in March. Okay, what card? Figueroa holding it down for Mexican boxing after last Saturday KO last round win. Yeah, that's how you get it done. Drop 4 every 9 minutes. Yeah, good idea. Bulbous, Mexican boxing, Eric Gomez, y'all the real ones. Ralph Unreal. Frank isn't Espinoza repping, but he's actually Mexican though. What is he gonna rep? He's not going to rep anything else. But even then, I don't think he goes as hard as Canelo Alvarez. Like I said, man, I think they don't want to alienate other fan bases. You got to be mindful of that, right? Is that like if you're Mexican American, it's like you want to embrace both. and you don't want to be called a sellout or he's too Mexican. You know, we just seen that with the Bad Bunny thing, you know. You know, it's like they pit you against each other. I see that in Mexican American boxing, Latino boxing, is they want to pit the Latinos against each other. You know what I'm saying? They want them to beat each other. But anyway, that's racial identity politics. I'm not really into that, but I just think that we can't expect too much from the newer generation, right? This is not Chavez, this is not Canelo. This is the new global era of boxing, right? Like Zuffa. That's why they got rid of, that's why they have uniforms. That's why you won't see any more sombreros, you know, and mariachi bands anymore. They're trying to phase that out. They're trying to make it wholesome and American, but an American meaning like no other cultures repping. So it is what it is. I don't know if you guys like that. I like the racial identity. I like the battling of the races. You know, I like black versus Mexican, black versus Puerto Rican, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. I don't want to see that go away. I like to embrace those rivalries. There's nothing wrong with it. But it just seems we live in a cancel culture where you can't talk about black fighters. You can't talk about Mexican fighters. You know, it has to be all inclusive, right? Like they're just fighters. No, they're African American, they're Mexican American, they're Mexican, and we need to understand that. You know, Canelo's the last of it, man. You're not gonna see it anymore. Manuel Gallegos is a dangerous opponent for Najee Lopez. Okay, I heard of Najee. Manuel Gallegos, haven't heard of him too much. You know, I got to start dropping the Discord so you guys can get in my Discord. But I digress. Back to the Shakur Twitterson WBC beef. Now, you know, no VMC, no life. I will drop the link later. I'm just going to cook on this because I'm seeing some real little weenie energy, right? So Bud Crawford, we know he dissed MarioCio Suleiman, you know, told him fuck off, fuck the WBC, belts don't matter. Let me ask you guys, do belts matter or they don't matter? You know, it differs from people to people, from people to people, boxing fans, right? Some really say belts don't matter and some say the belts do matter. The WBC was right for stripping Shakur. It's in their rules. But what I want to get to, both. Yeah, 100% they matter. They matter or cry when they strip a boxer. Well, see, here's the thing, man. This is my perspective, and it's just like the Shakur and Crawford used the belts to gain prominence, right? They're the best because they're the champions, right? That's what they say about Virgil Ortiz, right? They say Virgil Ortiz, he's a 30-year-old. He's 30 years old and hasn't won a belt, right? White dudes in the U.S. have a fetish for black athletes. Yeah, there's like this weird idolization. You know, when you're a kid, you can idolize an athlete. But when you become an adult, like when I was thinking about this boxing shit, right? I was like, I'm not a fan of any particular boxer. I mean, I'm a fan of Virgil Ortiz. I'm a fan of, you know, Canelo Alvarez, but I'm not a fanboy. I don't rep them and make my channel 100% about them. I really try to just look at the sport of boxing and just fights that I want to see. They out themselves. They're dumb. They say Virgil and Ryan never won a belt. Yeah, that's the argument, right? So do belts matter? Belts matter in the sense that it's historical. We look back on history and we look at who were the champions, who were the ring champions, who's lineal. You know, as boxing fans, we talk about those things. But I think when people say belts don't matter or they shouldn't matter as much, it's just as far as determining who the best in the division is, right? Like 126, we have featherweight. Carrington, Espinoza, Angelo Leo, and you know, and they're not fighting each other. So just because one's a champion, can we really say they're the best? You have a belt, you can ask for more money. Promoters use the belt holders to ask for more money for events, saying all these fighters are champions. Yeah, you can say you can use the belts to as a I look at it as like baseball and football, right? You have the Eastern champion, the Western champion, the South champion. You have different divisions, right? And then they have a tournament to decide. So that's how I look at boxing. Like, okay, he can be a champion in his in the West and the coast, East Coast, things like that. But it's different when you talk about who's the best in the division. Well, they got to fight for it. The belts don't determine who the best in the division is. And I'll give you an example. So if Virgil and Boots fight, right? Let's just say they fight. I don't know if they're going to fight. They don't have a belt. But they should be considered, the winner of that fight should be considered the best at 154. You know, Xander Zayas has 2 belts, but he wouldn't be better than the winner of Ortiz and Ennis, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Are we surprised the Crips don't want to follow the rules? Damn, that was funny. No belts, no life. Xander 23 has already achieved more than Virgil, but Virgil's still number 1. And if he fights Jaron Ennis and wins, he'd be the best in the division. You don't need the belt to tell you who the best in the division is. But like somebody said, the belts matter as far as promoters, money, the fighter gets paid more. Zay's still a prospect. Yeah. I mean, he has no, he has decent wins, but not the best wins. I mean, Fedor, Virgil are still the best. In fact, Jaron Ennis hasn't done much. But so we're talking about do the belts matter? Right now, as we speak, yes, they do matter. If Zupa keeps chipping away and they get their way, then they may not matter in 5 years. So we're really at a turning point, a critical conclusion in boxing, right? We're gonna get some answers. Top Rank is known for getting easy titles for their fighters. Yeah. When a guy wins a title, you gotta think: did he get a vacant title? Did he get an email belt? Did he fight for a vacant title, or did he beat an actual champion? So look at what happened with Carrington, right? Poo Carrington gets a vacant title against Castro, coming off a loss, got pieced up, and now he's a champion, right? But you got Brandon Figueroa having to go to Nick Ball's backyard, and these guys in the same division, right? Has to go beat it off a champion, a reigning champion that defended it, and they say that Shushu is ranked higher. Make it make sense that Poo gets a gimme fight. You know, a vacant title, easier path yet. But Brandon Figueroa has to go overseas to get a title. Eric Gomez, every one of them I worked out with 9 out of 10 are lazy. You guys are hilarious. So, you know, the belts matter in how you get it. How you keep it. Do you defend it? You know what I'm saying? Any loss to Solomon, really? Yeah. So, let's talk about the WBC and Shakur Twitterson, right? So Bud Crawford kind of was a pioneer in this, right? You know, everybody was on Snackford's side. He was the choir boy. He can do no wrong. You know, the WBC was screwing them. And so, you know, he dropped the belts, didn't defend undisputed. And everybody said, oh, my God, round of applause for Snackford. He's standing up to the evil empire. You know, fuck the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, et cetera, right? So now Shakur Twitterson does the same thing. And people are like, oh, my God, how does the WBC get away with it? You know, he's calling the WBC criminals, right? They're criminals. They're just trying to screw Shakira. I seen people on X, on social media, saying that the WBC only favors Latino fighters. You know, they favor Latino fighters. They don't help black fighters. So people are making a racial thing because, you know, Suleiman is always kind of been the green belt has been held high by Mexican fighters. It's kind of been identified with Mexican fighters, and they are located in Mexico. Right? But it is, boxing fans do consider it the most prestigious belt. The WBC, as far as my lifetime following boxing, reading about boxing, watching boxing, listening to boxing, boxing talk, the WBC is the creme de la creme. The WBO is like is Johnny Come Lately. I think they started in the early 2000s. The 4-belt era, I think, started in the 2000s, early to mid 2000s. So it's not necessarily new, right? Hit the like, Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. So this 4-belt era is a new thing. Undisputed really wasn't a thing that I've been following boxing. I mean, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, they never went undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So why is undisputed such a big thing? We know there's paper champions. Inouye, he beat a guy named Paul Butler. No stealing, no life, but in Shakur. Yeah. Well, I don't know if they stole, but they didn't leave a tip. They ran out on the meal. Dine and dash is what you call it, right? Isn't that what you call it? Dine and dash. So, it's happened again. Shakur Twitterson says, fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not helping the WBC. Chitlin distributor, thank you. So, they're getting a pass and everybody's hailing them for being pioneers. Stick it to the WBC. But I wanna read the article. See, this is something we need to do. We need to make reading a thing again. And not only reading, but reading comprehension. So I don't want to bore you guys, but I do need to go through this, right? WBC president Mauricio Suleiman rails at the suggestion that his decision to strip Shakur Stevenson of his lightweight belt was a rash act motivated by greed. So that's the start. This is Boxing Scene article, right? It was motivated by greed because that's what people think, right? Oh, they're just greedy. They're just stealing from fighters, etc., right? You're going to hear that. Mauricio Suleiman, he's speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about it. He's doing the rounds. If he had something to hide, if he really was as crooked as they say, why would he be out here talking? That's the part that you have to ask, right? But you already know the peoples, they're gonna just cry, whatever. Make America literate again. Exactly. All right. So in a Tuesday interview at Boxing Scene that followed a story and social media posts that defended Stevenson, Suleiman argued he deserved to tell his side of the story. All right. The longtime WBC president began by saying the stripping followed 3 months of dialogue. See, this is key. I read this last night. This is very key. The stripping followed 3 months of dialogue. What does that mean? It means they had a conversation before. See, you're going to hear people, a lot of idiots. I'm sorry. You have to be dumb to just blame one side or the other, right? There's always two sides of the story, right? But let's just think about it logically. The people are saying that they just did it out of nowhere. They made it seem like it was caught by surprise. Chris Mannix grilled Suleiman. Yeah, of course, because they're trying to favor Shakur. They want to get rid of the belts, and I get that. I'm not here to defend Suleiman. What I'm doing is saying that Shakur Twitterson is full of shit. I'm not defending the WBC. What I'm saying is Shakur Twitterson is full of shit. And anybody who defends him kind of is full of shit. Because if you read this article, it's kind of going to cook them. So they had conversations, right? Here's the key right here. This is the cap. This is pretty much what it amounts to. I didn't even need to read further. But if Suleiman was lying or he wasn't, being on the up and up, then they could sue him, for slander or liability or, anything to make him be quiet, right? If he was trying to slander Shakur Twitterson, right? This is why reading matters. And I'm sorry, I hope it doesn't bore you. I hope you're entertained, but it matters, right? I received a phone call from Shakur's management. Boom. That's really the mic drop. Because I heard these idiots saying, well, why doesn't Shakur question it? They are always robbing fighters. And maybe that was true 20, 30 years ago when there wasn't a lot of information. But we live in an era where we have ChatGPT, we have Grok. You can research and look up anything. Shakur, they're acting like Shakur didn't know better. They're acting like he had no idea. And the WBC just stripped him out of nowhere. And they're crooks because they were trying to steal his money. It's a lot of soft motherfuckers out here, man. I received a phone call from Shakur's management requesting him to fight Teofimo Lopez at super lightweight. The request stated they wanted the WBC heavily involved in the event. Boom, another mic drop. How can you defend a guy when his management is calling him? Maybe Shakur Twitterson probably is really that oblivious. Maybe he's just like that dumb, or he's playing dumb. But he's paying his management a lot of money. They're managing his career. These guys have management. They have what's called representation. See, a lot of these YouTubers or media, they're trying to act like it's like when you get pulled over by a cop, right? And he's questioning you. You know you don't have to talk to him because you're allowed in the United States. You're allowed representation. That's why they give you a public defender. Because you need representation. And these cucks, the media, the YouTubers, and the people on these panels, they're trying to say like he was blindsided. How the fuck are you blindsided if your management was reaching out to the president? They wanted a special belt from the WBC and for Shakur to remain lightweight champion. This is his management calling Suleiman, requesting. This is consistent with what has Suleiman speaking. This is consistent with what has been done for many years, not just in the WBC, but in every organization. A fighter of one division, a champion of one division, requesting to fight a non-title bout becomes a WBC special event. So there it is. That's what it's called. It's in their rules. Suleiman said he explained it consistent with the WBC rules that will be in play again in May when David fights Zerto Ramirez for the WBA and WBA cruiser titles. Right? So he's saying it's consistent with his rules. So next, I requested this to be put in writing as a request in order to officialize everything with the WBC board and start the process of everything they wanted to do. This was the problem. They never came back after my attempts. So there it is. It was a breakdown of communication, and it looks like it was just on one side. So Suleiman said the communication of Stevenson's intentions, then reached out to Stevenson's co-manager, Josh Dubin, phone, email, inquiring if it was all good to proceed. Dubin told Andre Ward on the All Smoke. So this did happen. Dubin was on. So Suleiman is saying he reached out to his manager, Josh Dubin. So all this is happening with Shakur's knowledge. And everybody's acting like he was blindsided and it was just done out of nowhere. That's the funny thing, is that people try to print these things. So Dubin told Andre Ward on the All Smoke podcast this week the Suleiman requests were akin to a chorus repeatedly asking why Team Stevenson wasn't answering, informing a $120,000 fee required to keep the WBC lightweight belt. And Suleiman said that is the rule that has existed for decades. That is a rule that exists in every organization because you are retaining the privileges of being a world champion. Win or lose after the fight, you decide if you come down or stay in the division. And that's what it always was to me. That's what it always remained since, that he wanted to kind of play both sides. He wanted to have a belt and have leverage if he won and beat Teofimo Lopez. It's pretty cut and dry. There's no real like, why did it happen? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that they're doing this. It's pretty cut and dry. There's not a lot to it. So I don't understand why everybody's confused. He wanted an exemption and you had to pay for it. You represent the belt, they charge you. It's not a hard concept to understand. So I don't understand the confusion and people being upset. If you didn't like the rule, then just drop the belt. There'd be no controversy. But he wanted to use it for promotion. The WBC fee for fighting something other than a required title offense, Suleiman said to boxing with discounted rate from the standard 3%. Editor's note, WBC rules state that as a champion are required to pay 50% of the normal sanctioning body fee in such instances. So even the editor, they know that it's standard. This is just a rule. Dublin told Ward he only needed to pay the $60,000 WBO to fight for its actual belt. As a fight week in New York arrived in late January, the radio silence continues, Suleiman said, even after he reached out to fight promoter Matchroom Boxing and the Saudi Arabian group financially backing the fight. They never responded to officially anything to make things as they had requested. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much cut and dry, right? He says, I did everything possible, calls, emails. I copied everyone that needed to be copied. They simply disregarded me completely and went absent. Which is funny. It's kind of funny. He says the switch from asking for a special belt to ghosting the WBC coincided with the timing of Stevenson's close friend opting not to pay the $300,000 fee. He says, I have no idea if the stances are connected, because that's what people are saying. That Bud told Snackford told Shakur, don't do it. Josh, look what Josh Terrence Crawford did, and I know they are friends. I want to avoid this from happening. I did mention that in no way was it a threat. It was in no way anything negative. It was a phone conversation. So, I mean, these guys talk, man. These guys, it's in the rules. It's a damn rule they have. But what dumbfounds me is listening to boxing talk, boxing media, people on panels. They act like that Stevenson had no representation. So Suleiman says, it's just so frustrating that everything goes back to money. We are disregarded for months. I don't understand why someone would just say, eat this. What do I tell other champions and challengers what to do? So he says, I swear on my kids that I did everything possible to save this matter. And what we did on Monday while stripping is wish him the best of luck. He has been with us always since 2019. He says sanctioning fees are primary funds to support WBC nonprofit business models. The only source of income is sanctioning fees. We have monthly operations. We have offenses. So yeah, people are saying like, oh, he's a crook. He's stealing the money. But this is what I say to people. Well, why haven't they been investigated? Why haven't they been taken down if they're that criminal? It's an organization. It's a business. They run it. The fighters use it to promote themselves. They use it to make more money. He says the fighters have no problem paying fees when they are beginning and they become champions. They have great, and we've all known this. The WBC, Canelo's always paid. Fraud Mayweather even paid. Manny Pacquiao. Every fighter pays. That's just the way it is. So that's pretty much sums it up. There's other articles. WBC stripped Shakur, Terrence Crawford, and Shaq fired back. So I guess, Shaq, they're calling him Shaq. He fires back. So breaking news, he was stripped, right? This is another article. They're kind of covering what Shakur said. Oh, this is Shakur's scathing response. Stevenson didn't miss words when addressing what he viewed as an unjust money grab. So there it is. They're saying it was about greed. $100K to some crooks who don't deserve it. Nah, Leilani, I'd rather give it to you, baby girl. So he says, the undefeated champion who made 3 successful defenses of his title, he won in November 23, called out the WBC's motivation directly. The WBC didn't even have shit to do with this fight, and it's eating them alive. Take your belt and it don't make me. Well, that kind of contradicts what Suleiman was saying, that his management is the one that reached out. So who's in the wrong here? That's the crazy thing, right? Oh shit. Who's in the wrong here? Who do you guys agree with, man? I want you guys to tell me who you agree with. Is Shakur getting out of it? Should he be hailed as a pioneer? Should he be looked at as like fuck the belts? I mean, I showed you the article. It was his management team that reached out to Suleiman. They wanted to still represent the WBC belt. Right? So I'm dropping the link. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. hit the like one time. You know, there's other news to talk about. We have Boots Ennis and Jerron Ennis. Are they gonna fight? I keep seeing posts and people are saying they're gonna fight. It's set in April and we don't know. Shakur acting tough after the fact when his management begged WBC for them to be involved with the T.O. Shakur fight. That's what I seen. That's what it looks like. Right? I mean, you've seen it in black and white. But it gets worse. It gets worse. And this is all part of a Frank Bay expose, right? Because, see, they make you think it's about the WBC, right? They make you think it's about sticking it to the man, and they're just trying to screw Shakur, the fighter. See, it sounds like a good story, right? King KO, the great, that's right, hit the light. Shakur in the wrong. He signed the petition to keep the 135 title, then he didn't pay. He lied. Well, the worst part is he act like he didn't. He act like he didn't know. Frankie, who you got, Worley or Dubai? I'm gonna have to go with Worley, man. Dubai, I don't know how does this guy keep getting chances, but I want you to look at the screen. I want you to look at the screen for me and read this tweet. And this is why I don't fuck with these guys. So somebody says, I'll be the one to keep it real as a Shakur fan. He clearly don't want that fight now. And he's talking about Davina Hanke, right? Shakur responds, wrong. I'm just not into stepping on my brother's toes. He expressed to me that that's the fight he want and that he planning on hitting 147 soon. Let Kiki be great too. And there it is, man. This is the weenie shit. See, these guys just do weenie shit after weenie shit. Now he's talking about fighting Davina Hanke. Now he's picking and choosing. Shakur and Bud don't pay for their car registration. You hella funny, man. You guys crack me up. But it's deeper than boxing, man. It's deeper than boxing. It's bigger than boxing, man. It's a hustle. It's a scam, bro. So he gets away with the WBC thing. Everybody feels sorry for him because, I mean, it's easy to hate on the WBC and the belts. They look like crooks. I get that. You know, it's not like I don't get that part. Right? I get that part. Shakang is the greatest fighter and the father of all Hispanics. Damn, you switched sides already? It's affirmative. What? Gone wild. Look, man, it's shady and lame as fuck. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's just an example of it's the fraud Mayweather era all over again. I'm sorry to tell you. Frank Bay knows how to mimic Shakur voice. Frank Bay. Should I read it again? Someone says, I'll be the one to keep it real as a Shakur fan. He clearly don't want the fight now. Speaking of Davina Hanke, right? Wrong. I'm just not stepping in on my brother's toes. He expressed to me that the fight he want and that he planned on him 147 division soon. Let Key be great too. Shakur topics are boring like his fights. Damn, Johnny Blaze, you saying this is boring you? My bad, homie. I needed to their eternal victim. I just wanted to let the people know, man, that we're being brainwashed. We're being cucked. That's what it is. I'm not gonna be cucked. You know, Frank Bay is gonna call it because it goes back to boxing. You know, he's ducking the smoke with Davina Hanke. Now look, we know they don't fight each other, right? We know this. We know this, man. They get passes, bro. What's up with that weirdo Vessel? What a freak. Good riddance. He's gone, right? No need to speak about him. A weirdo's a weirdo, and they always express themselves. Yeah, people don't like him because he's boring. Gotta pull up on Ring IQ and tell him, I told you so, Boots with Virgin April. Yeah, Virgin got to win, though, right? Don't listen to him. Keep cooking. I listen to everybody, you know, but this is something that I feel passionately about, right? That we can't be cut. Frank Bay's gonna give you the message because I know like Johnny Blaze said, you listen to the people and they're gonna cuck. They're gonna be like, yeah, Shakur can do what he wants. He's number one pound for pound. He's already the face of boxing, etc., etc. Did you see Cripper get punked by a UFC fighter? Yeah, I seen some and it looked really gay. And the guy was wearing a do-rag and he was kind of walking like sassy. Snackford would love to mud wrestle with them. But now this guy's getting away with ducking. Now he's trying to say he doesn't need to fight Haney. He can fight his brother. How many times have you watched Figueroa Ball? I've seen it about 3 times already, but mostly the highlights, probably like 50 times, that's all anybody's watching. And you're good for Figueroa, right? He's going to go fight on Canelo Alvarez undercard, hopefully soon. And they're already talking about Poo Poo Carrington getting a mandatory mismatch in. But all that fruity shit, man, UFC and Snackford, it's all fruitcake stuff, man. I'm sorry. I have no interest in what Snackford is going to do at all, man. All he's doing is going on a pity party, and I was always disrespected, and they try to screw me, and he'd take his ball and go home. Oh, yeah, because he was on the Aiden Ross cut cast. That's why people are talking about it? I didn't watch that shit. I don't watch Aiden Ross. I mean, I see it for the clips, but I'm not into those things, but I get it. That's like, what people are into. BB Engine, sup, Frank? El Cuco, what's up, baby? Hit the like. We're just cooking on Shakur Twitterson, man, and the shit that they get away with. Not get away with, but embraced. How to cuck for a Mexican, someone give him a cuck job. But look, man, these guys, and he's get praised. How does a fighter tell people, no, my brother's gonna go fight Haney, that's his job, when that's you're supposed to be pound for pound, Haney's supposed to be pound for pound? It just don't make no sense to me. Never has, never will. This is the cuck shit I'm talking about, but they get praise, and then he drops the belt, and it was his management doing, and then they get the praise. It's the Fraud May Runner blueprint all over again. I dropped the link. Hit the like. If you want to cook, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I just don't like black fighters, which I've been accused of, etc., etc. But we just got to keep it real, man. I'd rather see Mexicans can't beat the Kangs anymore, Frank. Look, we're never gonna see the fights that we want to see, right? We're just not gonna get Haney Shakur. We're not gonna get Haney Tank Davis. We're just never gonna get those fights. I'd rather see Carrington for Espinoza first. Probably not gonna see that too, man. These guys move strategically. Where are all the brothers at in the weights? You mean at the lower weights? I don't know, man. At the lower weights, it's pretty much dominated by Japanese and Mexicans. At the higher weights, Opatai is fighting Glatton for the Zuffa belt. Edison Ortiz. Real Africans love Frank Bay. You know what? It looks like the data says that I'm pretty international. That I get people from all over, right? The brothers don't do well above 147. Turkey trying to take Brandon Figueroa into Arabic war ASAP. If he pays them enough, then you can't get a job. You're not a boxer. Okay, well, let me bring. We got a guest. Let me just bring one thing up so I can get you on and let you cook. Yes, hello, welcome, Frank Bay.
What's going on, Frank?
Shit, man, just talking this boxing shit. Shakir getting the pass, talking about he don't need to fight his brother because his other brother gonna take care of it. So just bullshit, man. Things that grind my gear. How about you?
Yeah, there's a lot of things grinding my gears, bro. Like, what? I've been telling people for over 3 years now that Turk is a wolf in sheep clothing, bro. Okay. So you guys are just now finding out about it. Well, welcome to reality.
Okay. What's the reality, dude? dude.
The reality is there's still industry plans. There's still freaking clowns getting favoritism. Uh, this is exactly what everybody gets for believing shit was going to change.
Okay, but you need to give me specifics.
Well, the specific is shit's not going to change. The All-E Act isn't going to change. The TKO bill isn't going to pass. So, how's that for specifics?
Well, I'm talking about. Well, really, we're talking about the Shakur WBC beef. Whose side are you on?
So if you want to talk about Shakur WBC beef, it sounds to me like he wasn't making inquiries like he should have been, and that's one of the main responsibilities as a champion. Like, I remember when the IBF stripped Crawford. Like, what was it, like 5 months or so after he fought Spence? It was because he didn't inquire. Like, you can't just sit there and not contact the sanctioning bodies. You know what I mean? They're gonna wonder what's up.
Well, no, I outlined that Shakur Twitterson's team actually reached out to Mauricio Suleiman. So, knowing that, who would you say is at fault? Is that the WBC for stripping him, or is it Shakur Twitterson for stiffing him?
Well, from what I've been reading, there was some type of fee that he didn't pay. So, in which is customary because you have a freaking belt.
Well, yeah, but what I'm asking you is, was Shakur Twitterson in the right to say no, fuck that, they're crooks, or was Suleiman in the right for stripping them because he didn't pay, knowing they had a conversation earlier?
Suleiman was definitely in the right. He's just doing what any other sanctioning body would do, to be honest.
Okay, because
the IBF would have done the same. The WBO would have done the same. Hell, the WBA, hell, even the IBO, and the other awkward sanctioning bodies out there. So it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, and well, the reason I brought it up is because to me it's deeper and bigger than boxing. And I said that Shakur Twitterson, what do you think about him saying that, telling fans when they're asking him about Davina Hanke in that fight, because that's the fight that people they want to see, right? The biggest fight in boxing would be Shakur Twitterson and Davina Hanke. Do you agree or disagree?
Not at all. Not at all. That fight wouldn't sell 300,000, bro.
Well, no. What I'm saying is the biggest fight in boxing as far as determining who's the best pound for pound fighter in the world.
Bullshit. Even then, like, what crack are people smoking?
Well, no, I'm saying as far as the media goes, how the media and the fans will certain fan bases,
I don't care what the Boxing Writers Association of America has to fucking say. They're the ones who come up with all these fucking rankings and shit. These freaking clowns who never freaking laced up their own gloves, or tied their own fucking shoes, apparently. They think they have the right to, say who's a legit fighter and who's just a good fighter. It's absolute horseshit, bro. And I could go all day about that.
Okay, but let's just pretend we're casuals, right? And I'm talking about how they glaze Shakur Twitterson, right? And how they protect these guys. They protect Shakur Twitterson. They protect Davina Hanke. As far as, in my opinion, I feel like they protected Floyd Mayweather. He didn't have to fight anybody. So how do you feel about Shakur Twitterson ducking the smoke from Davina Hanke by telling people that his brother Keyshawn needs to go fight Davina Hanke first? How do you feel about that?
That would be kind of funny, to be honest with you.
What do you mean funny?
He's sending Keyshawn to beat up Devin, right?
Well, no, I just salute never sobers. No, what I'm saying is, you don't think that's some weenie shit? Does that sound like the biggest weenie shit you ever heard from any fighter in your life?
I mean, Keyshawn Davis would beat Devin's ass, so I mean, it's
But that's not. But Keyshawn is not considered number one pound for pound. What I'm saying is, they try to hype up this guy
Devin
like.
Haney. Neither's
No,
Devin Haney. What
okay,
is he like?
but
Number
you
8?
okay?
Number 9?
So what I need you to do is look at things from an objective perspective, right? Pretend you're like a certain fan base, a certain complexion for the protection. Pretend you're one of these people, right? You're this uber either Davina Hanke fan or you're this uber Shakur Twitterson fan, right? Can you do that? Can you pretend you're someone else?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
I'll play the devil's advocate.
Exactly. Pretend you're like one of these people that like Shakur Twitterson. He's the best. He's the king. He don't get hit.
I mean, you can't. I mean, if you can't deal with this slick style, bro, this slick.
Okay.
So hit and don't get hit. Swim without getting wet. You know, that's Shakur Twitterson 101, bro.
Okay. So you're one of these guys, right? You don't think that that's some weenie shit that the one guy says, I'm going to send my brother instead of you? I mean, instead of me?
Not really, bro. Not really, because Devin Haney's an even bigger weight bully than Shakur is. So, Keyshawn matches Devin on size. So, and he's just as big as a weight bully as Devin Haney is. So, it ought to be a good fight.
Okay, yes, I understand that it would be a good fight. I get that. But what I'm saying is, isn't that kind of a protection plan? That's my opinion. I think it's them trying to protect Shakur Twitterson.
I mean, it looks to me like Keyshawn don't have shit to do at 140 pounds other than freaking fight whoever. Like I don't know. He could fight some freaking bum. It doesn't matter. But
right.
But everybody knows that a lot of people are eyeing 147 right now because that's where the big money's at.
Right, because of Ryan and Devin Haney are there. I understand that. That just to me. So yeah, Keyshawn Davis and Davina Hanke would be a decent fight. It would be an ugly fight. Let's just be real. They both are kind of grapplers.
Yeah. Devin Haney might leave on a stretcher on that fight.
Who would leave on a stretcher?
I said Davina Hanke.
Oh, you think Keyshawn smacks him?
I think Keyshawn obliterates him, bro.
Wow. I have the opposite. I think Davina Hanke would just grapple him and maul him to death. I don't think Keyshawn's very good.
I mean, Keyshawn will grab and mob him. Don't you see his style too? Didn't you see him versus Baranchik? Remember when he was holding Baranchik's arm while punching him through the body, which is illegal as hell?
Yeah, I remember that. But at the same time, I think Devin Haney is just a better boxer. I don't like saying that, but I don't think Keyshawn's very good. And another person, Chitlin actually, he says Cripshawn sleeps nostrils Haney. You guys think so? Never. I'm Joe. I don't. That might not be the real Sobers.
Yeah, Sober's been capping recently, so
what?
It's hard to really differentiate.
Well, no, people. There's a lot of clones. People trolled certain accounts. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
like,
it's
what?
always good to have a good troll account. Like having about 1,500 myself. Troll accounts operate on a whole nother level. So you got to make sure you have a large list of emails and passwords.
But damn, how do you keep track?
Endless realm of trolling. I mean, you keep it on a log, right? Like you literally write it down in a notebook.
Oh shit, you're a master troll. I see. I would slip up and leave one account open, and then I'd type on that account, and then I'd get caught too easily.
Yeah, you would leave breadcrumbs right to you, bro.
Yeah,
You'd
no,
leak
that's
your
why.
own IP address. Easy work.
Nah, not even. Look, man, these guys are never gonna fight anyway. I think that you know who's really trolling is the Keyshawn and Shakira and Haney. You know, salute IBFP. He made a great video. Hopefully it's okay with going through it with the racial double standard. Shakir, Bud, and Clarissa. Do you guys want to dissect this? Should we do a reaction video to this? Because this is really what I was angling to and trying to expose. What do you think, Telk?
Of what exactly?
Well, my whole theme today is Shakir Twitterson is on the Floyd Mayweather green print.
Oh yeah. He's trying to be Floyd. He's trying to be a more accomplished version of Floyd Mayweather.
No, that's not really what I meant. What I meant is that the media, the cuck media, and the powers that be, this guy, they're going to protect
the media
him.
was cucking for Mayweather back when he was coming up. So
well, that's what I'm saying, and they want another new American slick style champion to bore us to death, and they feel that it's this Keyshawn Davis, and I think the this guy, you know, IBFP made a great video, and it kind of really explains it without me having to explain it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't listen to IBFP at all, man. After seeing him have a meltdown after Ryan beat his boy up, you know, told me everything I need to know about him.
Well, Eric is also a troll account. I don't know, man. Look, unless you know, Frank Bay might be a troll. I'm anonymous. I don't show my face. I'm not here to, you know, become YouTube famous. I just like to talk boxing. Trolling is fun. I get it. But you know, I don't want to have like 20, 30 accounts. Talk about Zayas being the next.
I mean, there's different types of trolling. Okay, that's the first thing you need to understand. You know, you have your forgiveness trolls. You have your there's different classifications of trolls. People hardly even know what trolling is.
Yeah, I don't get into
troll
it that
as
deep.
somebody acting stupid. That's not necessarily true, bro.
Yeah, I don't get into it that deep. You know, Virgil's looking stupid not fighting him. Haney's gonna drop Keyshawn if they fight. Hopefully, Haney and Stevenson don't happen.
Yeah, Virgil's still ducking that smoke.
What? What nonsense are you talking about?
Yeah, it goes back over 2 years ago, bro. When Xander approached Virgil, asking him for a fight, and Virgil said, "Come and see me when you have a belt." Fast forward to when Xander won the WBO belt. Virgil went to go ask Xander. Xander said, "Come and see me when you got a belt."
Well,
now Xander's a unified champion, and Virgil Ortiz is a 27, 28-year-old prospect. What a damn shame, bro. Xander Zayas is 5 years younger than him. 5 years. Dude. He's already achieved more than him.
I think you're smoking crack if you believe that, Telk. I'm sorry. I just got to be real with you.
I mean, he already has achieved more than him. What belts? Tell me right now.
Nah, dude,
what belts have Virgil Ortiz won? What belts have Virgil Ortiz won?
He doesn't have a belt.
Exactly. He's never won a belt. Period.
But you're smoking crack if you think that story was true.
And that story was 100% true, bro.
Well, show it to me.
100% true.
Well, show me the link. Give me the material.
Xander exposed him for being a 27, 28-year-old prospect.
Well, Telk, I need proof.
You can go read it on the Ring Magazine page.
Where? It's in the Ring Magazine?
Yeah, man. He called him a prospect. A 27-year-old prospect on the Ring Magazine page.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe you.
It was like November, December.
Telk is a failed troll and a failed boxer. Hey, Dom.
Definitely not a failed troll. I'm
Virgil
up here cooking. I'm up here exposing. And Telk, you guys just aren't ready for the smoke.
Virgil is a bozo? Damn, everybody hates Virgil. Hey, he's not looking good right now.
Virgil is making there's only one Tejano that's really holding it down for his people.
Who the fuck is that?
That's Bam.
Bam don't even. Yeah, he is. Who's Bam fighting next?
Probably some like. I haven't actually heard of who exactly he's eyeing right now. I think it's still early days.
Right. Hit the link. Hit the like. Hit the link. I got the.
I mean, he went 6-7 rounds with the Scante Warrior, so you gotta give him a. Let him take a little time off after that one.
I thought Bam was supposed to fight for undisputed, and then then there was some rift. There was some shit going on, so they weren't able to get that. Now they're talking about 118. Virgil fought Madrimov instead of Zayas.
Or he could move up the. Let's see. Let's say screw it, and then send Bam up there to fight Inouye. Because Inouye's getting a little chinny. He's getting a little older. At this point, Bam would hurt him.
Bam would hurt Inouye? Is that what you're saying?
Very, very bad. Very, very bad.
Shit, I don't know. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, they asked. They asked Inouye before.
You guys don't think this was a good win?
Before his last fight.
Virgil versus Madrimov, this wasn't a good win? This was a hell of a fight. He dominated this guy. Beat him better than Snackford.
I mean, it's a good win, but it's like it's not like Madrimov was a champion currently. You know what I mean? So it's like he had one. He fought in 2 title fights. He won a vacant title, and then he lost it on his first title defense. What did he do?
Okay, but he gave Snackford a hell of a fight. And Zayas, who did he beat?
Zayas took the head, bro. He's got 2 belts, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you because the Zayas's belts are being too loud.
Oh, stop it. Come on, man. I mean, it was okay, but it's not like it was anything to like, oh my gosh moment. Like, let's keep it be real.
That fight between him and a Boss Brew was a freaking barn burner, bro. Fight of the year material.
It wasn't. It was okay. It was decent, but it wasn't what you're saying.
That's more fight of the year than what Ring Magazine called fight of the year. That's for damn sure. That was the most trashiest fight of the year I've ever seen.
What I'm saying is that it's okay, like it's decent, but like I'm not gonna sit here and say it was amazing. Like I think you're capping, Telk, if you're telling me it was this amazing thing. It wasn't.
Well, I think you're all up in your feelings right now.
No, you're just you're doing too much.
The fact that you would respond in such a.
No, I'm just keeping it real with you.
Yeah. You're just being emotional, bro. I get it, bro.
Nah, you're trying to sell me. You're trying to sell me a Nissan Altima like it was a fucking brand new car. I'm like, bro, stop trying to sell me. It's like this brand new 24 edition.
I'm trying to sell you a Toyota Camry with no axles on it. All right, so
yeah, don't sell Frank Beto. I'm trying to keep it 1,000 with you, real. It's decent, but shit, man, it ain't all that. Like, let's just be real. I'm not gonna buy your shit, dude. You can go sell somebody else that shit.
That's 110%. Xander Zayas' levels above Virgil Ortiz.
Not even. You're smoking crack. You're just saying it because the belts.
He's already got more done than him.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you.
Virgil's fought all these guys who don't have a belt currently, so
dude,
that's on him, bro. He needs to actually fight people who matter instead of people who are circulating the top 5. Fight for a belt.
Well, look, man. I mean, we can spend all day arguing
this. Too bad he's going to get knocked out. Too bad he's going to get knocked out before he gets a belt. So,
who, Virgil?
I mean, Boots Ennis is going to spark Virgil Ortiz because Virgil's too aggressive.
Wow. Wow.
And
You're willing to bet that? See, I don't buy your shit unless you bet money on it, dude. If you're that confident, I want to see
I
your
have
bet
a
slip.
religious exemption.
I'm
have to know
I'm not buying that shit either. No,
individual.
well, bet
Okay?
something then. You bet that you got to stay off YouTube for a month if Virgil wins. Bet something.
Virgil's not going to win. I'll do
okay.
2 weeks. I'll do 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it. No. 2 weeks is you probably could go goon and watch porn for 2 weeks.
I have other obligations.
A month, 30 days, Telk. You need to bet 30 days because you're so confident. If you were like, hey, Frank, you know what? It's a good fight and it's 50-50, but I have Duran Ennis edging it. I'd be like, okay, Telk, I buy that shit, but don't give me this like he's going to get washed and he's going to get KO'd unless you're willing to put something behind it to show me you're not just like trolling me.
Yeah, I'll do you one better.
Days,
I'll do 45. I'll do 45 days.
Okay, 45 days that Telk has to stay off YouTube and even your troll accounts, fucker.
Not really. Troll.
Okay. Well, okay. You just can't get on and talk on YouTube. No Telk on YouTube for 45 days. You heard it here first.
It's not gonna matter. Virgil's gonna be tied in with this Rick Meridian madness, and he's gonna be on the shelf for 2 to 3 years. So I'm not really worried about that fight happening, to be honest.
So you don't think the Virgil and Boots Ennis fight? That's what people on the social media verse are saying.
Yeah, Rick Meridian's been trying to negotiate with networks, which is the promoter's job, by the way. And that right there is therefore a violation of the Ali Act. Because you can't be a promoter and a manager simultaneously, bro.
Who are you talking about now?
Rick Meridian, Virgil's manager.
Oh, with the whole thing, yeah, there's a lawsuit. Well, no, I'm saying that the reports have come in that Duran Ennis and Virgil Ortiz are targeting for April. So they're saying it's near done. I'm just telling you what I've been seeing. I'm trying to look for it.
That's going to be Virgil's first title fight. He's finally a contender. I'm one of those people. I'm a fan of the IBO, right? Like, I still remember when Anthony Kakachi was the IBO champion, and then he went to go beat the hell out of Joe Cordina for the IBF belt. So I'm a big fan of the IBO, right? The fact that you can unify with the top 4 sanctioning bodies.
Okay. So, but who else recognizes that?
Normally you'll see like Europeans, like look at who Boots just fought, right? Wisma Lima, right? He's a Portuguese fighter, but I think he was from Angola. Yeah. Hit
the link. The link is on. We're talking WBC. Shakir Twitter send news. Shakir talking about he wants his brother to go fight. We got Duran Ennis, Virgil Ortiz talk. So we cooking over here, bruh. So you got Duran Ennis knocking out Virgil Ortiz, huh? So this is what I'm talking about, man. I don't know what you be talking about sometimes. I don't know about this idea.
It's horrible, man. It's gonna be. If you want to see how the fight will go in a nutshell, bro, no bullshit. Just go rewatch Boots versus Stanionis.
You think Duran Ennis is gonna wash Virgil Ortiz that bad? So it says,
I don't know if he's gonna make him go no mas, but if he doesn't go no mas, he's gonna go unconscious.
He's gonna go unconscious now. You talk mad.
It's
shit.
either he says no mas, or no te quiero más.
King KO Boots will do Virgil like Bud did Spence. Hey, look, I get it. Frank sick of No, Apollos. I get it. I'm okay with him talking his shit, but what I don't like is when motherfuckers talk shit and they're not willing to back it up. You know, they put your money where your mouth is. I'm just saying.
I'm backing it up, bro. I'm backing it up. I put 45 days on the line when you were only asking for 30.
Well, I mean everywhere, not
And
just
what are
me.
you gonna put up? Now, my question to you is, what are you gonna put up?
I don't need to put up anything. I'm not making the claims. When Frank Bay makes a claim, I will back it up because I'll put my name on it or whatever, right? I'm not making the claim, but you're making the claim. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like when someone says, "I have this, and that. I'm a doctor," or on the internet, people make all these claims, but they'll never prove it to you. So I'm just about, bro. If you're gonna talk this big shit, back it up. SGA Apollo said Telk has to delete his Discord. There it is. Yeah. So he has to get off. He has to stay off Discord too. What do you think about that? You ready to double down?
Why do I need to stay off the Discord, bro?
No, that's the bet. He's just saying, man, you should also have to stay off Discord.
That's his pseudo bet. That's his pseudo bet. He needs to learn to negotiate terms.
Well, that's his bet with you. That's his bet. Apollos wants to bet you. He says,
Apollo doesn't have no betting leverage here. So
yeah, Ida, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, everybody on the internet is 6'5", Chad. Tyrone can dunk a basketball and a billionaire and fucks like all hot bitches. Like that's everybody in the internet. You didn't know?
you guys think it's a Telk curse and all that stuff. Like I see that more. Yeah, I see that, bro.
Are you really have a
Let me tell you, bro. All the B-side trolling ended, bro. And now,
what are you talking about
it's
now?
time to get to the main course, bro. And it's called schooling these guys on the sport of boxing.
Well, who
and
are you
making
schooling?
The right picks.
Who are you schooling? That's what I want to know.
Hey, it's an initiative. It's an initiative, right? My birthday is in about 7 days' time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm having. It's kind of bring back the old flair.
What are you talking about now? You're losing me, bro. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, a lot of people think that I've got thrown off, right?
I don't think that. What are you talking? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking about now?
Yeah, so Boots is gonna beat the hell out of Virgil.
Okay, and you're making the bet. I get it, but look, man, we don't even know if this fight's gonna happen. Like, who's the duck? Who's the duck here? Is it Boots or is it Virgil now?
I think it's management. I think it's in the manager and promoter sphere, not in the fighters.
Okay, I can get that. So let's say this fight doesn't happen, which it's like a coin flip, right? It's gonna happen. They keep teasing us, and people are arguing, and at this point, it's like, man, Virgil ducked Xander, Boots ducked, then Virgil. So everybody's split, right? Okay, so if it doesn't happen, where does each guy go? And should we even care? Or should we say fuck both guys?
I mean, let them find their course at 154, bro. There's going to be opportunities once, especially after Fundora and.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hit the like,
so,
hit the link if you want to talk your shit and tell Telk he doesn't know shit, or tell Frank he.
Well, I'm up here speaking facts.
No, you don't, Telk. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Telk.
They don't have the cojones to get on my panel, bro. Get on my panel at this point.
Damn. Telk just be calling y'all out. Hey. So where do they go next, man? You got Josh Kelly. What do you think about Josh Kelly? So you got Xander with 2 belts now, right? Like all fucking hell.
Make that for a third. Make that for a third belt.
Yeah,
bro.
That's what it's looking
Xander
at.
Beat
Looks
the
like
living hell out of him, bro. Xander would school him.
Xander will school Josh Kelly. Aren't they both like back foot bitches?
He's a better counterpuncher than Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly is defensively irresponsible compared to Xander's eyes.
That'd be kind of like a lame fight. I mean, Xander was on his bike, man. I mean, look, man, he did good, but he ran a lot. I don't know. To me, he ran a lot. Why are you such a big fan of Xander? I never heard this before. Is it just because now? Wait. Is everybody jumping on the Xander bandwagon? Like,
I've been a fan of Xander Zayas since he was training with George.
I don't know.
I
think you just like his mustache. That's the impression I'm getting.
No, I've been a fan of Xander Zayas since he was training with George Kambosos in Australia.
What the fuck? Well, you also like William Skull, so I don't know how to really take you too seriously.
I mean, are you mad? Are you mad that, like, I'm a fan of the good footwork?
Nah, you just said he was like the greatest next greatest fighter, and he just got smoked by a nobody.
He got smoked by another next greatest fighter. You know, sometimes you got to dethrone the king, though. So
I don't know. I think you just like to be different, Telk. I think you kind of just you look at what people say, salute Diaper Dandy, thank you, hit the like. I think you like to just see what people say and pick the opposite. That's what I'm getting from you.
Damn right. Damn right.
Okay, see, I knew it. Because, I knew it. Just like with this turkey
no,
thing,
not really.
You just want to be different,
bro. Like, no, I'm not trying to be different. I'm naturally making people question their own stupidity at times.
Damn, why you gotta go so hard like that? Like that? You
from
calling me stupid?
Biased perspective, and they sit there with shit running down the side of their neck because shit's
I don't know.
out of their mouth like a fountain.
Blaze said that Telk roots for losers. Is that true?
I mean, William Skull was on a good run before he got trimmed. Okay.
Yeah, Zayas was on the Super Bowl. Yep, him and Emiliano, right?
Yeah, Zayas won, so I didn't go winless. I didn't have a shot.
Zayas was what do Puerto Ricans or what's their salsa? Did they do salsa? He was Zumba. Yeah. Xander and Bad Bunny were Zumba dancing. I seen it. You didn't see the backstage? You know, backstage they were like holding hands and doing Zumba.
Xander Zayas got more exposure. Xander Zayas is already that superstar that Virgil wishes
I knew
he
it,
could
bro.
Be,
Did you get a mustache just because Xander has a mustache? I kind of feel like you're growing a stash because Xander has the porn stash.
I'm actually a clean-shaved individual, sir. So
I didn't need to hear that. That's TMI. You didn't need to tell me you manscaped, bro. Like TMI.
No, I'm talking about my face. My face is clean shaved. I don't have any facial hair.
Telk, you hear he's clean and puts cocoa baby oil all over his body and goons. Damn, Telk be cooking. Telk is cooking, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, these clowns are nowhere near my level, bro. So
you hear that? You ain't on Telk's level. He ain't on his level. No, but real talk.
Like Canelo said, freaking Andre, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's be serious for a moment, Telk. Let's be serious for a moment, right? Let's talk. Do we think that the Ortiz Ennis fights happen? What's the percentage?
There's a great. Do I really think so? I mean, possibly.
Damn, dude, just hating. Snackford said, bruh, Xander was on TV for 2 seconds in the background. I mean, it was a big deal. I think that's what Telk, he was like fucking dipping in baby oil when he seen Xander. Did you have a good night? Did you have to leave the party early once you seen Xander on the Bad Bunny Super Bowl, Telk? Did you have an accident?
I was switching him back and forth between that and the Kid Rock show, so it was pretty interesting.
Oh my gosh, you were watching that?
I was watching that too. I was watching it at the same time.
Oh my gosh, you're a traitor.
Because it was like I was getting a little bit of Kid Rock and then I was getting a little bit of Bad Bunny. It was actually a unique experience.
Okay, one second. Virgil's just an idiot. What else can we say? Yeah, I mean, he's not looking too good, but shit, if the fight happens, then what? Then what do we say? Then we got the fight, man.
I mean, hopefully him and Meridian, hopefully he gets rid of Meridian.
Yo. What up, fool?
What's happening, man?
Man, you know, Telk said you're just not on Telk's level. So I don't know.
Nah, that's right. We're not all fucking
this is
crayon
Carl.
eaters.
This
We're
is
not
my
all
friend
crayon
Carl
eaters.
here, man. This is my friend Carl here, man. Don't turn him against me, bro.
Telk has some
Tell
of the
these cunts
wildest
how it
predictions.
is, Carl. Tell these cunts how it is, bro.
Telk has some of the wildest fucking predictions I've ever heard since my time on this shit, man.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
learning.
it's funny.
I told my friend, my friend in the Discord chat, right? I was like, bro, remember my friend? He always makes like creative characters on like Fight Night and shit, right? And Brandon Glanton looks exactly like my friend's creative character. And I said, bro, Devin, your creative character is gonna fight Jai Opataya in his first and last title fight.
I actually like the fight, man.
Bro. Yeah, Glanton, Jai Opataya is gonna spark him, bro. He's gonna spark him back.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, man, like Glanton's never hit the canvas, never been stopped. He's had a few losses. Every win he's had's by knockout. So let's get it. He's the best America's got to offer in the cruiserweight division.
Yeah, I'd say for
he's
now
ranked,
he is, bro.
He's ranked number one,
I
bro.
think there's another name out there that would give Jai problems, but I think Glanton's good for now.
Who do you think? Who's the other American?
Oh, the other American is Tristan Calcru.
I don't know. Never heard of him. So you got some of these wildest fucking names that you come up with, bro. Like,
I mean,
what sort of credit would Jai get when he puts that
freaking come
cut
up with the names.
What credit would Jai get after he puts that cunt in hospital? Nothing.
I mean, what did he get for putting Alice Zorro in the hospital 2-3 years ago? Absolutely nothing, right? He's just chinning people left and right.
Yep. But he's fighting 3 times a year, man. He's doing a hell of a lot more than everyone's favourite fighters are. Hell of a lot more. Even crushing cans. He's doing what he's got to do to these people.
Yeah, man. I hope that side socket of his eye is healed up, man. I'd hate to see Glanton in the side of his head, bro, because he didn't let it heal. Chinkaro put a dent in the side of his orbital bone. And so
is that like what Fury did to Wilder?
A little bit. I mean, that just shows how crazy Jai Opataya is for taking that shit, bro.
Oh, he's a loose pizzle.
He kind of reminds me of. What's his name? David Tua, in a way. Like he's just freaking reckless as shit, and you gotta love it, man.
I fucking love it. I love it. Hey, Frankie, you think this Virgil Boots happens, man? Apparently, it's Mike Cappinger is saying that he's spitting his ass off.
Man, honestly, at this point, I have no clue. I mean, I'm just like, I don't think so. I still don't think it is. But shit, they're saying it's supposed to be an announcement this week, or maybe they wait till next week because the Ryan fight. But they could just be jerking us around, you know?
Yeah. I think Virgil's fucking legal case, bro. I think it might be a ploy to get everyone talking, you know?
Yeah.
I think it could be like fucking Golden Boy trolling the fuck out of everyone, man.
Well, these are like legitimate reporters. They're the ones that are putting it out. You know, this Ring Magazine is putting it out. So, what it says, being targeted for April in Las Vegas could be finalized next week. And this was I want to say this was February 9th by Mike Cuckinger. So it's legitimate, but shit, how many times are they gonna keep saying this? They said this like fucking last February.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man. If it happens, but it's going to shut a lot of people up.
I don't think so. People are still going to talk shit, and whoever loses, they're going to say, well, that's why they ducked. So the ducking thing is never going to go away. But I mean, look, man, it's going to be pay per view, so we're all going to have to pay for it.
Yep.
But I mean, and it's no belt on the line, so maybe that's part of the strategy. You know, maybe Turkey Ali, they're going to come in and try to make it for the ring belt, and that's part of the strategy too.
Yeah, well, I get no one's got the ring belt, do they?
No, that's the thing. If Pandora's fighting Thurman and he's number one, but you know, with enough money, they can do anything, man. But April's really soon too, so shit. But man, I mean, honestly, if it happens, man, that neither fighter is gonna get credit because nobody has a belt. That's the way I see it. Like Telk, he's gonna be like, they don't got a belt.
The thing that doesn't get me is all the Boots fans, man. I've said this a million times. All the Boots fans jump up and down and say, well, Virgil's never got a belt. And I'm like, well, why do you want to fight him? Why do you want to fight him?
Boots is levels above Virgil, bro.
He still doesn't have a belt.
Xander versus Boots is the best fight at 154. Xander versus Boots is the real fight at 154.
I mean,
Screw all that other shit.
That Boots talent that you speak of, man, that is crazy because I know Virgil would not go 24 rounds with a dude named fucking Karen. And then all the Boots lovers, they then try to protect Karen and say, oh, he's a great fighter. And what's he done since? What's Karen done since he's 2 great fucking 24 rounds with Boots? The fuck has Karen done? I'll tell you what he's done. He's fought 2 no-names that I know less than fucking Lima. That's what he's done. So, I mean, you can hype and talk all you want, but I just, for me, man, Boots has passed a lot of the eye test, but, mate, he hasn't passed the fucking chin check test. He hasn't faced a big puncher. I think he fears a big puncher, man, because, man, if you watch, that guy gets fucking leather landed on his face. And you know when he fights Virgil, he's going to get a lot of that heavy leather, bro, because Virgil, he hits a bit harder than most.
Yeah. It's gonna be a firefight, man. But with the shit that Jaron Ennis does not want to get into a firefight. I know that.
But he can't help himself, bro. He can't help himself when he backs up. Virgil's gonna walk him down, bro, and he's gonna put the cunt on the ropes, man. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad for Boots. I want to see this cunt get his chin checked and get wobbled and come back. I've seen Virgil do it, man. Seen Virgil face a lot of adversity.
Well, the overwhelming consensus is that Boots, Telk is not alone, but I mean, anywhere you listen, anywhere you go, I'd say about 70% of the fans, they think Boots not only beats Virgil, but washes them. That's pretty much what I'm hearing.
I'm hearing that he knocks him out. I'm hearing that Boots knocks Virgil out. Like they're all certain that he's just going to fucking land some big leather on Virgil and knock him out. And I'm like, oh, bring it, man, bring it. Make sure you tell him that. Make sure you're in his corner fucking telling him that.
So Andrew Johnson says Virgil is going to shit himself, mate. Is that your boy? You know him? Because he's saying mate like he... Virgil got no chin because he got dropped. Somebody's echoing. Hello, okay. Damn, cooking, man. I know we all want this fight, but shit, man, it's gonna be very disappointing if it doesn't happen. The people are gonna be pissed, man, if they pull the rug from us again. Boo's just gonna hit Virgil with badoinks. You think he's gonna run all night?
Man, I'm telling you, if he does that, he'll do that at his own peril, man. He'll gas out. He will gas out. Virgil will chase that motherfucker down. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I love this fight. For me, this is a step-up fight for Boots. Not for Virgil, because I think Virgil at 5 fights at 54, he's at the weight, man. Yeah. Virgil's come in and Boots has come in and had 3 minutes at 154 pounds. He's had 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. With a guy named Lima, bro. Like, you know, we can discredit Virgil's first couple of fights. You know, Frederick Lawson, fucking all this shit, you know, Virgil fighting at a catch weight at 54 and what have you. But I'll tell you one thing, mate. The last fucking 3 fights he's had have been pretty fucking decent at 54.
I agree with you, Carl, but I can't see. That's the thing, man. People are saying Boots washes Virgil. I get that. All I'm saying is put their money where their mouth is, and I agree with you. But it's not like I'm 100% confident. I mean, it's gonna
But
be
how?
tough, man.
How does he wash him? Like, what am I
Well,
missing
yeah, no,
here,
no, no.
bro?
I'm saying I think Virgil's gonna win, but I'm just not 100% confident. I mean, if you asked me to fucking bet my house, I wouldn't. You know?
Oh, it's a close fight. Hey,
Exactly.
Mate, it's both of these guys. It'll be both their best fights, but it's a step up fight for fucking Boots, mate. Because Boots has never faced a Virgil ever.
Ever in his life. Like,
Ever.
there's a reason he didn't sign up the first two. You know, he was asked 2 times before and he turned it down. There's a reason he didn't, is all I'm saying.
Well, mate, we've heard it from both sides because Virgil's old man said that he needed fucking, what did he say? He needed fucking 5 years or something, 4 years or.
Did he? I don't know.
I saw the video, man, and I'm like, yeah, time's up. Virgil's ready.
Okay. Yeah.
Virgil's ready. But I mean, how many fights has Virgil had? Mid-20s, 23, 24?
Yeah, about there, and he's older already too.
Yep. And how many fights has Boots had? 35?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like
is this motherfucker
Crazy.
going for Floyd Mayweather's record at fighting fucking no-names?
it looks like that, right? He might as well like been fighting in Mexico since he was 16 with that many fights.
Like, and then people say, oh, Roman Villa. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, the real one be the killer, right?
I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like, why do we talk up fighters that guys beat? Like, I mean, we can use it as a measuring stick, right? That's what I do, is use fighters as, opponents as a measuring stick. Like, I think the Madrimov win for Virgil's his best win, bro. And the way Virgil pieced that motherfucker up, man, it was pretty convincing that he did a pretty exceptional job at getting the Fate Master 3000, man. And I just, after seeing what he did with a guy like Madrimov, man, I don't see him having any problem in cutting the ring off with Boots. And Boots isn't, like, Boots doesn't have the slick black style, man. Boots likes to hang in the pocket and let his hands go. And that's the part I want to see, bro. I want to see that fight.
It will. But sorry, Carl. I know you just got on, but I'm at like the 90-minute mark, and
too easy, bro.
I gotta run, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I want
no worries, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, jump on, man, anytime. Hopefully next time I'll be able to stay on longer. But
that's cool. Thanks for having me, Frank.
Yeah.
See you, Peace, fellas.
Hit the notifications, hit the likes. You guys are always welcome to jump on. Salute Telk. My boy Telk, he's very confident. I'm not as confident. But hopefully we get this fight. Hopefully we get it. Right? Saludos. Thank you. Hit the like. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Give shouts to Ralph Unreal, More BC, Mexican Boxing. We got Andward Johnson, Chitlin Distributor, Snackford. All the real ones, man. Eric Gomez, you guys are always cooking. I always appreciate it. Frank Bay, John Blaze, a real one. Bones always coming with the legit hate. No hate, Frank Bay cooking for y'all, man. So we cooked on Shakir Twitterson, WBC. He looked kind of weak. Now he's talking about my brother. It's the same shit, man. The May Runner protection plan in full sight again. And, we're not fucking with it. Virgil Ortiz running this more boxing shit. Will it? Won't it happen? They're trying to tease us. This is what boxing does. But, you got to love it, right? You got to love it. Love it or leave it, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl. No boxing this week. Next week, Ryan crying Ryan Garcia, right? Lying, cheating Ryan versus Mario Barrios at Tejano, the Aztec Warrior. Should be good. We will be cooking. I wish I could stay on longer, man. Really wish I could. I would like to do longer shows. We've been going an hour and a half strong. You guys are still with me. So keep looking out, man. Like, subscribe. Maybe a video or two coming, shorts. I dropped some shorts with Carl. But yeah, man, I want to thank everybody again for hopping in, talking their shit. And, let me know what you guys like and don't like, man. If you guys like the Shakir stuff, what's next? What could we talk about? Fraud Main Runner was broke. Deontay Wilder in the news, with his shit. There's always something, right? So with that, Frank Bay, We out.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay Boston talking boxing shit. Say